message was passed to the passing helicopters, and after that the helicopter made regular rounds of the shelter. Why? Because they got the trace of humans over there. So now they started making regular rounds. Air dropping food and other basic needs. They started dropping food and other necessary things required for daily life. I hope it is clear to you all. Now here are the follow-up questions. You need to answer these questions to your teacher. Now next, Prashant found that a large number of children or had been orphaned. Now what Prashant noticed, he noticed that many children were there who lost their parents. Often, you know, a child who loses either one or both of his parents to death. So he found this, that many children have lost their parents. He brought them together and put up a polythene sheet shelter for them. What he did, he made a polythene shelter for those orphan children. And he gave duty to the women, two women, those were there at shelter. Those ladies, those women were given responsibility to take care of those orphan children. And men were also allotted duty. They were allotted the responsibility of arranging food and other necessary basic needs or things for the shelter. Okay, now as the weeks passed, means as the days passed, Prashant was quick to recognize, means very quickly he recognized, he observed that the women and children were sinking deeper and deeper in their grief. That women, those who lost their family, who lost their husband, their children, and children who lost their parents, there that grief was getting deeper and deeper. So what he did, he persuaded, he somehow convinced the women, persuaded means convinced them, to start working with NGOs, to start working under the program started by an NGO, and that program was for food. So he convinced the women to work under that food program that was started by an NGO. And for children, he organized some sports events. So then, for some time, they could forget their grief. So then, they could overcome their grief. That means he tried to make them busy in some other things, some other task. He tried to somehow he tried to make their grief of losing their families less. And for the children, he organized sports. He himself loved to play cricket. Prashant, he himself was fond of playing cricket. So he organized cricket matches for children. So then they could forget their grief. Prashant, now, he engaged with other volunteers in helping the widows and children to pick up the broken pieces of their lives. That means he was trying to gather their lives, whatever was left in their lives, that he was trying to gather those emotions. He was providing them emotional support. How, beta? Often children, he was trying to give them support of widows, and to widows he tried to make busy with the children. So then they both would forget their grief, and somehow Widows will find their children and children will find their mothers. So somehow he was trying to make their life complete. Though it was not easy to make it, but he was trying to do so. The initial government plan was to set up institutions for orphans and widows. Government had a plan of setting up organizations for orphan children and for widows. Right? But Prashant was not persuaded with that. Why? Somehow this setup was successfully resisted. As it felt that in such institutions, why beta Prashant was not ready for, he was not convinced with the plan of government. Why? Because he felt that in such institutions, children would grow up without the love of elders, and widows, they would suffer from stigma. Stigma means disgrace, feeling of loneliness and all, right? So if government had a plan of setting up institutions, different institutions for orphans and for widows, and what Prashant thought, he thought if children would get such shelter where they would grow without the love of elders, then it will be useless. Their rest of the life will become hell. And same was for widows. They would somewhere there, that grief will become deeper and deeper. Now, here are the follow-up questions. You all need to answer these questions. Next, Prashant. Now, children, we have reached to the last paragraph of the chapter of this story that was based on a true incident, a real life incident. Prashant's group believed orphans should be resettled in their own community itself. What they planned? They planned that the children should be resettled in their own community, possibly in new foster families. Foster family, you understand? A family that provides custody and guardianship for children whose parents are dead or unable to look after them. So he somehow tried to bring them together, made up of he tried to make a family, foster families made up of childless widows and children without adult care. That means he brought the widows and orphan children together in the family. Now it is the 6th month after the devastation of super cyclone. 6 months passed. Okay, and this time Prashant's wounded, that means injured spirit, has healed, was treated. Simply why? Because he had no time to bother about his own pain. He had no time to think about himself, think about his own loss. He was busy in helping others, in arranging shelter, food, everything for others, in arranging families for orphans, and in arranging children for widows, in bringing them together. So he forgot about his own pain. His handsome, youthful face is what the widows and orphan children of his village seek out most in their darkest hours of grief. Means he was the only one whom the orphan children and widows used to search in their difficult times. And he was the only one who initiated, who came ahead for these orphans and these widows. He was the only one who made family for them. So he was the only one who was witnessed by those orphans and by those widows in the darkest hours of their grief, their sorrows, their sadness, their loneliness. Now here are the follow-up questions for paragraph 14 and 15. You all need to answer these questions. I hope you people understood the chapter properly. Now here is overview of the story. Prashant, he visited Asama to meet one of his old friends. There was a superstorm on the evening of 27th October 1999. This storm was very destructive. People and houses were washed away. Prashant went back to his village. There was water everywhere. Prashant met his maternal grandmother first at the Red Cross shelter. Prashant became the leader of village. He appointed a group of volunteers to clean the shelter and sent a delegation to get full rice quota. On fifth day, the passing helicopter dropped some packets of food and never returned back. The youth placed down on lay sand and put empty utensils on the stomach to communicate to the passing helicopters that they need food. Prashant became a survivor. Prashant became a savior for orphans and widows. He asked women to look after the orphans. He organized a program, Food for Work, with the help of a NGO. With the help of an NGO. Here, the message of the chapter. So, this story conveyed that the calamity or the community members should help themselves when the calamity strikes. In order to get the aid, they should not be completely dependent upon the government. Also, the important lesson conveyed in this chapter is that the youth play a vital role in his or her contribution to society. Thank you, everyone.